things. So let's grab your tea. Oh my gosh, I got tea on myself. What kind of things did you feel when your skin was just that bad?
Everything.
I don't know. It took away my confidence. They saw like how bad it got, and I just want you guys to see like the raw, the vulnerable. Like, it's really hard to live in a world where you feel like everybody's perfect, and I want to make you guys see that nobody is. Everybody's going through something, and you guys are not alone. Hi guys, for those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Liliana, and basically my YouTube page is about my month-to-month updates with Accutane. You know about Accutane?
I do know about Accutane.
If you don't know about Accutane, Accutane is a super like hardcore, like last resort, like don't try it unless you've done every other possible medication for acne. My skin used to be really bad. Do you remember how?
It was rough.
It used to be really bad, and I wanted to talk about dealing with acne and just every single aspect about it. So we're doing tea time. It's a new thing on my page where we're going to be talking about things that I think are important. And today we have Erin Holder here.
Hi.
And she also dealt with acne. When would you say?
I'm honestly still dealing with it now.
Yeah,
but
when your face was super bad.
It was really, really bad. I think starting like freshman year of high school, or like the middle of freshman year, all the way up to about junior year, and then I started trying different methods that kind of
I
helped it get
remember
a little
you had
better.
she had like cystic acne like all over
it
my
was
face.
bad.
I'm gonna see if we can get pictures from her, and then we'll see if we can post them.
A lot of people go through it, so no, we're just all in it together, trying to figure it out.
For me, I tried so many different things. I tried topicals, I tried tretinoin, I tried benzoyl peroxide, I tried antibiotics, which I think screwed me up, were the doxycycline. And that was an ongoing struggle for me for like probably since freshman year, and then it got really bad in college, like my freshman year of college. What did you try for your acne?
Oh geez, I've tried every possible thing you could look up on YouTube.
Yeah, home remedies. I tried
all the
that
home
too.
remedies, you know, like first.
Changing your diet.
Yeah, changing your diet. I literally didn't eat sugar or dairy or gluten for like months, and nothing really helped.
Literally, you feel so desperate at a point. You're like, I am willing to try freaking anything.
Yeah, and then I went to my...
This tea's really good.
I know, it is really good. When I went to the doctor for the first time about it, that's when I got put on birth control, and that is what changed my skin.
Did you wait a long time while you were on acne, or while you had acne, not on acne, while you had acne? Did you wait for a period of time until you visited your dermatologist? Because I went right away.
I definitely waited a period of time, but it wasn't that bad yet. But the birth control has totally helped my skin.
Yeah, so birth control helped her, so that like hers was hormonal. I literally tried, well, she still gets a little bit of acne here and there. Like her face isn't like...
I still, if you look at it, it's not perfect.
Do you want to get a close up?
Okay. You can kind of see like I'm wearing some makeup, but
yeah, props to Erin for putting herself out there, because you guys all know it is not easy to freaking talk about your acne.
It's not
you guys,
at all.
Yeah. A lot of you that have gone to my page, like you guys, we kind of are in this little community, because it's really hard when you have acne and you are surrounded by people that have really nice skin. You kind of, not purposely, but you definitely isolate yourself mentally. And you start judging yourself, and I kind of just want to talk about that right now, because it's just the worst feeling to like feel alone in that. What kind of things did you feel when your skin was just that bad?
Everything. I remember when it was at its worst, like crying to my mom, like before I went to my, like she had booked me a dermatologist appointment for later in the week, and she wanted to take pictures of my skin before, like, so we could have like before and after pictures. And when I saw those pictures, like, you see one thing in the mirror, but then, and I already, like, hated what I saw. But then I saw the pictures, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is what everyone else sees.
I vividly remember on my birthday when I was turning 19, I guess. Yeah, so, like, a year ago. I remember you took a picture of me. It was on the Huji app.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I turned and I looked, and I was like, there's no way I look like that. Like, I felt like a monster. Like, you just don't even feel like yourself.
You do feel like a monster.
Yeah.
Like, I just remember bawling my eyes out and being like, Mom, I can't go to school. Like, don't make me go to school. I don't want anyone to see me. Obviously, your friends love you and, like, will tell you, oh, like, you look beautiful.
Yeah, that's one thing. It's almost, like, frustrating. And it's not...
Yeah.
I don't mean this in any, like, way that's, like... I'm not trying to be rude, but it is frustrating because... Not because of them, because thank God for friends, and thank God for them being there for you, and thank God for, you know, just them supporting you, but... It's, like, a lot easier said than done because they're like, oh my gosh, like, you're beautiful no matter what, like, and of course, like, they, like, you know, I'm not trying to be unappreciative of that, but it's just hard because you don't think that, like, internally, like, you don't think.
You know, most of my friends, my best friends, all have, like, perfect skin, and still some of them have, like, never gotten a pimple to this day, and I will never understand how. I'm so jealous, but, it's just, like, looking at your friends and, like, seeing them with perfect skin is so hard when you're looking at yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, everyone probably thinks I'm the ugly one out of the group. Like,
yeah, just dumb little things that you just put in your head that, like, are, like, they don't even make sense, but, you know, we're our own worst critic, so.
But also, along with the we're our own worst critic thing, is that, like, for example, like, when your skin was really bad, like, it's, like, almost, like, maybe it's because I see you all the time. It's, like, doesn't even register in my head, so that's why.
And a lot of people have said that to me.
Like, I never even noticed it.
A lot of people have said that to me, and it's so surprising because this was a good gap in my life where I just felt freaking depressed because of my skin, and I've gotten a lot from my friends, like, oh, I didn't even know your skin was that bad. I don't know. Acne can just make everything really hard. I dealt with my acne when I was going into college. It was literally my freshman year. I was at SDSU and, like, meeting new people. I love making friends. Like, I've always loved, like, connecting with people, and I've always loved just, like, having conversations with people, and that's been a big part of my life. I feel like, you know,
yeah,
like,
definitely.
I just feel like I've always just enjoyed that. I've loved, like, having conversations with people, getting to know people, and just being there for people and stuff. And once again, that was a big part of my life, and acne definitely just hindered that entire, like, I don't know, it took away my confidence, so I didn't want to. I remember thinking, like, whenever I met a new person at school when I was away, I wanted to, like, scream out to them and be like, this is not how I look, like, this is not who I am, do not think this of me, this is not, acne doesn't represent you. And it's just so, because it's something that is literally on your face, it's something, your face is what everybody sees, that's what represents you, that, and acne gives this,
it just has, like, a bad connotation that you're, like...
It gives this prejudgment to people. Yeah. Honestly, I'm guilty of that, too. Before my skin was so bad, when people... And I didn't understand the concept of acne. When I saw people with bad skin, I automatically assumed, like, that person, like, wasn't taking care of themselves the way they should. And, I mean, no, that's not right, but... I don't know. Once again, it's so hard when you're not dealing with acne.
You don't really
understand it. Like, it's just like a cry for help that you want to...
It's also hard because people will be like, oh, you should try this method, or you should try this method, and you're like, you don't understand.
Have you tried this? Have you tried this? Have you tried this?
Have you tried this? Everything, and nothing works. Like, it's not up to me at this point, like...
And once again, we're not being unappreciative of that, because... Once again, like, I'm thankful and you're thankful for people, like, trying to help.
Oh, definitely.
But it's just, it's frustrating.
It's hard.
It's frustrating because you're like... And people just keep talking, well, go to the dermatologist, try this, have you tried this? And you're just like, yes, I have tried all of it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's definitely, that was a really long definitely. It's definitely hard, you know, especially, like, at a time, like, in high school, like, in middle school, everyone's going through an awkward phase, you know?
Yeah.
So if you have acne, like,
you know,
it goes
everyone,
it goes with the
nobody,
time.
honestly, if you had a good middle school, like, physical experience, like, you
No.
are not from this earth, because I feel like
Yeah.
everybody's
Goes through
middle
an awkward
school,
phase.
like, was just bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
But, like, going through this in a time like high school and college, like, it's really, really hard because that's when you're making your friends, like, you know, you're getting older, you start maybe talking to boys or to girls, you know, it's like you're trying to figure out a lot about yourself, but it's really hard to, like, really put yourself out there and be outgoing and meet new people
Yeah.
and make new friends.
Well, basically, I just want to validate your guys' feelings. If you're drinking some tea with me, cheers to that. Because your feelings are being validated right now. It's okay to feel this way. It's okay to feel so sad. It's okay. You know, you are beautiful within, and I know you're not feeling that right now. I know you're not feeling physically beautiful, but you have to remember the inside part of you and kind of just stick to that. Do not let it control you. Like, that is one thing I wish I could have just told myself, like, don't let it control you, because I let it control me. Don't let it control you, and just know, I always say this on my videos, but seriously, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Like,
Yes.
if anything, honestly, some parts of me are thankful for going through what I went through with my skin, because I think, for one, it humbled me a lot. Like, you know, people go through things in life, and I don't know, I just saw a different side of myself that I never thought I would see. Not physically, but just emotionally and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me stronger. It made me more compassionate, I feel like, and it made me want to understand people better. Like, so just use this as a tool for your life. Just know that it's gonna get better and it's gonna be okay. You just have to stick to that idea and just be strong right now. Like, that's all I can say. Like, you just really have to be strong. Like, don't isolate yourself. And
Definitely.
sometimes it's better to talk to people that you don't even know. Like, sometimes it's better to talk to complete strangers. I remember I would watch videos, and there's this girl on Instagram, or on YouTube, I don't know her YouTube, I wish I did, but I DM'd her, and I, like, just poured it out to her, like, how I was feeling, like, and I let her know how I was feeling, and I wasn't even letting, like, my closest friends know how I was feeling. Not anything against them, but you just kind of want to relate to someone that can understand what you're going
completely
through.
Understand, yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, it's better to talk to strangers sometimes.
It's not good to keep it all inside, so finding someone that is there to listen and can maybe give some helpful
And just
advice
make you feel
or
comfort,
make
yeah.
you feel, give you comfort is always great.
That's something that, like, I would break down so many times in my dorm room at night when I was taking my makeup off. I would just cry and cry and cry, and my other best friend, Lauren, she would be there and she would hug me, and I've talked about this before, like, she would be there for me, and I'm so thankful that she was. But still, there was, like, something in my heart that I just, like, I needed someone that I could relate to.
When we look at ourselves, we just see our physical appearance, and we think that that is, like, exactly how people see us. And it might be for new people, or
Yeah.
like you meet, or people you just
That's
pass by
true.
on the street. But, like, the way, like, you're beautiful on the inside, and if you are a good person and you're letting out positive energy and your friends love to be around you, that adds to
That's the
your
most
beauty, you know?
important part, yeah.
Like,
And I think
people-
that's why, like, when Erin says, like, she didn't even notice that my skin was so bad, because, like,
Yeah.
Erin, like, her friendship with me is, like, love. Like, that's love. And when you love people, like, you see what's on the inside, and she didn't see my freaking acne, or, like, she saw, like, who I was as a person, and
exactly.
was always there for me for that. Like, she would, people that love you and that are around you don't judge you for those things that you can't help. How do you think you overcame your acne? Like, okay, so we've talked about reaching out to people, and we've talked about talking to people you don't know about, but how do you think you overcame, like, those feelings that you felt so isolated and alone? Because,
You know,
I always try to, like, find different ways to, and different things work for people, so I want to hear your side, and then I want to
Yeah.
explain, like, what I did to, you know.
I think for me, I'm still not completely over it.
Yeah, because once again,
You know,
Erin is still dealing
I'm
with
still dealing
acne.
with
It's not bad at
acne.
all. Like,
Yeah, it's definitely not bad.
I
at
don't
all.
even notice it.
Yeah.
Which is,
yeah.
but
I mean, it's really not bad at all, and
but it's still there, and
it's still
gets
there,
to you.
and like I still am not comfortable going around without makeup. Actually, I noticed for the first time, I think I'm becoming more confident in myself, and that has helped me a lot. I think, going to college, I go to college in New York on the other side of the country.
We're in California, and
Yes.
she goes to school in New York.
And I think that, honestly, that whole experience of, because I'm going to be a junior, so it's been 2 years now, I think the whole experience of, like, having to be on my own, moving out there, making new friends when my face was still bad.
Yeah, kind of being forced
like,
into it.
Being forced into it kind of, like, helps me realize my acne, like, doesn't define me. Sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. Like, just tell yourself you're beautiful. Like, literally go into the mirror and tell yourself positive affirmations in the morning, because that helps.
I've heard that helps people. I've never tried that.
I have tried that. It does help.
It
a
does
little
help,
bit.
yeah.
You think you're stupid at first. You're like, what am I doing? Standing in the mirror, telling
No,
myself
if that
this.
works, then freaking do it.
But it helps, like, after a few times. What about you?
Well, I feel like when my skin got so bad, at first I tried to be confident, and I tried to, like, do all those things. I tried to be like, okay, you know what, this isn't me, this isn't who I am. But when something, like, takes over your face like that for so long, like, you start to believe things.
Exactly.
So for me, what made me feel better and what made me feel comfort was just, like, in my head, like, I posted a video on my channel where I was recording myself. This guy made a comment to me, and I started crying. It was, like, at a gas station. And I was recording myself. My skin was so bad, but even in that video, like, I always held on to the fact that my skin would eventually, I didn't know how, and I didn't even want to go on Accutane at that point, but I didn't know how, I didn't know when, but I knew it was eventually going to get better. And I think just holding on to that simple idea that one day, like, I would overcome that and I would feel better, like, that is what I held on to, and that is what made me feel so much better. I just had hope.
Mm-hmm.
I think having hope really, 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 really helped me, and I'm so thankful that I did. Because when you have hope, you kind of keep pushing forward no matter what. Like, it's really easy to just get depressed and not even care about yourself anymore. It's really easy to just do that.
You definitely have to, like, be positive in the situation. And
Yeah.
I know that's, like, impossible, and no one wants to hear that, like, when you're feeling horrible about yourself.
I would literally, having conversations with people, I would try to just lock eyes with them and just make sure that they were just looking at my eyes, so they weren't looking at any other part of my face. Because I feel like I was like, just look at me, look at my eyes, like, look at what I'm saying. Like, that is just how that's how I try to handle conversations.
Yeah. Stop telling yourself negative things about yourself, because then it will get to you. Like, you have to just try and love yourself, because
Yeah.
that's a huge part of, like, dealing with it and feeling better.
So basically, moral of this tea time, and the point that I want to just get at here, like, I think it's really hard to hold on to ideas in your head, and it's so hard to feel things when you're going through something, but we are just here to literally tell you, like, if there's anything that you're going to take from this video, and if there's anything that you're going to take from this conversation that we had, like, one thing is just, it will get better. Like, please hold on to that. Hold on to that, because it'll get better in different ways. Maybe your skin isn't going to be totally clear, but you will learn to love yourself. Like, it will get better. Just don't let it control you.
It might not get 100% better. My skin's not 100% better.
Yeah, and I don't know how my skin is going to get after I'm off Accutane. Like, right now I don't get pimples, but, I mean, it's not promised that I'm never going to get acne again.
Who knows if my skin ever will be perfect? Probably not. But I've been at a really low point where it's really, really bad. So I'm so grateful for where it's at right now. And I think, like, if my skin stayed like this forever and didn't get any worse, I think I'd be happy with that.
One thing that 100%, I don't even know where I would be without them. Like, my parents, freaking angels on this earth. Like, they helped me so much through that. Like, I would vent and cry, and they would cry with me. Like, they saw, like, how bad it got, and they were there for me. And my mom and my dad, they saw that part of me. Sorry. I don't know, if you just have that connection and if you're thankful, I mean, if you're grateful enough to just have that, like, go to your parents and talk to them because they love you no matter what. And I don't know, let somebody see that deepest part of you and let somebody see that low part of you that you can just feel okay with. But yeah, thank you for joining our tea time.
Cheers.
Got a little emotional.
Yes. It
but
happens
yeah,
though. That's the journey.
Yeah, I just want you guys to see like the raw, the vulnerable. Like, it's really hard to live in a world where you feel like everybody's perfect, and I want to make you guys see that nobody is. Everybody's going through something, and you guys are not alone.
Especially, might I add, in
Yeah,
the age of Facetune and trying to make yourself look perfect. So another note, anything you see on Instagram
that's
is
just
fake.
another
Anything that's in a whole nother video.
That's another
but-
tea time.
It's another tea time. But don't compare yourselves to other people who have perfect skin that you see online, because chances are they don't.
So yeah, thank you for joining our tea time. If you guys like these videos, we will, well, Erin's going back to New York, but we will see how we will handle these videos.
We'll figure it out.
Thank you guys so much, and yeah, I'll put our Instagrams in the description, so if you guys want to reach out to us, if you think you would feel better reaching out to Erin, reach out to Erin. If you want to reach out to me, reach out to me. If you want to put us in a group message on Instagram, just do it. Like, we're here for you guys.
We're definitely here for you. I definitely have gone through a lot, and I would love to be able to give comfort and advice if needed to people who are going through the same thing.
Yeah.
So.
Bye, guys.
Bye.